Hey G Squad, welcome back to an episode of Is It Worth It? So for today's episode, the coolness over here, and basically what this is a Cleaver knife. It been seized from the brand called imarku. So I reviewed a few other products from this brand before, ranging from a chef knife and also another Cleaver knife as well. But that one's very different than this one right here. If you guys never saw that video, feel free to check it out. But basically, if you guys can see from that knife compared to this one, it's different design. Let me actually open this up first to show you guys what it actually looks like. Alright, so when you guys first open it up, this is basically what it actually looks like. So it's all nicely protected and everything. When we take off the cover right here, this is basically what the product looks like inside. So you see the way how to design this Cleaver knife is definitely very different than the other one. And I'll show you guys what the other one looks like in a second as well. But in terms of the way how to design the handle part right here, it's basically the same thing. It definitely has a very nice and high quality pocket wood handle right here. That's polished really nicely as well. But this is basically what the product looks like right here. So in terms of the material that they use on here, it's basically the same as the other two knives that I reviewed in the past. So they do use a high carbon German steel to actually make this knife right here. So that basically means the knife is actually really sharp, but it's also rust resistant, corrosion free, and also wear resistant as well, since the knife actually uses high carbon German steel. And like I mentioned before, the way how they designed the handle part right here, it definitely feels really nice. It definitely has that very nice polish right here to actually give you guys that anti-slip material on here. And then when you guys look at the bottom part of the blade, it's actually really sharp. But basically for this knife, if you guys want to use it for chopping stuff, slicing stuff, or dicing stuff, you can basically use this however you guys want to. But that is basically everything that's on the product. Let me actually take it out to show you guys what it actually looks like, and then we'll test it out. Alright, so when we take it out, you guys can see that this is basically what the product looks like. When you guys hear the material on here, it definitely sounds like a high quality material that they use on here. And right here, we can see they do have the brand logo right there. And the bottom part here, they do have the protection on here. So I'm actually take that out first so I can show you guys a quick test of the product. So right here, the product, and right here I have a piece of paper. Let's test it out to see how sharp it is. So basically you want to go like this. Alright, so you see how sharp the knife is. It cuts through that so easily. If you guys look at it from this angle right here, you can definitely see how sharp the knife is. So whether you guys want to use this for like chopping stuff, slicing stuff, if you guys want to cut stuff very thin, you can definitely do all that on here. And in terms of the way how you guys maintain these knives right here, you definitely want to hand wash it. And every time you guys finish hand washing it, you definitely want to get like a towel or something to actually wipe it down to make sure it's clean before you guys use it again, or before you guys store it away, so that way you guys can prolong the life of the product. Even though they mentioned the product is rust resistant, you definitely still want to do this step right here to actually prolong the life. And also the way how to design this part right here, it definitely give you guys a good grip and handle as well. So if you guys want to hold like that, you can definitely do that as well. So when you guys are chopping stuff or whatever, you definitely get a good grip. So this is basically everything that's on the product. Let me show you the other two knives as well so you can see what I mean. So you can see from those two other knives, alright? So you can see we have our knife block holder with the two knives that I have right here. So this one right here is basically the chef knife that's from the same brand, imarku. And this is probably one of the most popular knives from this brand right here. I've been using this knife almost every single day and it's been working really well. If you can see, even to this day, it's actually really sharp. And when you guys hear the material on here, it definitely sounds like a high quality material that they use on here as well. So they do use high carbon German steel. So this is a chef knife from this brand right here. Whereas for this one right here, it's basically the Cleaver, if you can see. So the way how to design this Cleaver is definitely very different than the other one. This one seems a lot more for like chopping stuff or like meat or whatever. But if you guys want to use it for slicing stuff, you probably can as well. But I feel like it's mainly designed for you guys to actually chop like steak, pork chop, or just meat in general. Or even like fish, you could probably use that on here as well. So this is basically what it looks like for the other Cleaver right here. Everything about these two knives is basically the same thing. They have the pocket wood handle right here that is non-slip and definitely give you guys very good grip and feels like a high quality product as well. And then in terms of the steel that they use on here is a high quality steel as well. It definitely still uses the high carbon German steel that they mentioned on here as well. And we see on the side right here is actually really sharp as well. The chef knife is definitely very different, but when you guys look at the other Cleaver, it's very similar, but the design is a little bit different. That one I feel like it's better for you guys to use it for like cutting meat or like pork chop or steak or whatever. But that is basically everything that's on the product. Now to go unboxing and testing the product, now to answer the question of whether or not it's actually worth it or not. So for this product, I would definitely have to say that it is pretty worth it if you guys want one or need one of these. Especially if you're trying to look for a high quality Cleaver knife to use for like chopping stuff, slicing stuff, dicing stuff, or whatever you guys want to use this for, that is up to you guys. If you guys want a knife that can do everything that I mentioned, then this is definitely super worth it. But then obviously for those of you guys who don't want or don't need one or have one of these, then obviously don't buy one and save your money for something else that you do need. So that's basically everything for this video itself. If you guys like this video, make sure to smash that like button in the bottom. That will definitely help this video out, and it'll definitely help with the algorithm as well to promote more videos for you guys, so you guys can see more of the videos or similar videos as well. But as always, make sure to stay positive, be you, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Is It Worth It? Peace.